Hello everyone, welcome you all. In this session, I am going to create a sample methods using a page object model pattern where we will see couple of pages and how we will see the interaction between the methods and the test objects. So let's get started. So far we have seen an introduction towards the page object model pattern. So we have discussed the important concept of page object model pattern and what is needed for page object model pattern and creating a project structure. In case if you are new to this session, do watch that session. And here I will create a methods and objects where we will start writing on couple of examples like opening a browser and going into the Google and searching for a couple of websites and doing some form fields. So all this we will do. And here this is my project page object model, and we have source test Java. Under that we have two methods, two packages. So one is objects package and test scenarios package. And in form.xml we have only Selenium Java mentioned here. So I will add a couple of more dependencies. So to get the dependencies, we need to go to any browser and to Google search and type for mvn repository, and you will see the Maven repositories. As I am working with Maven project, I need WebDriver manager. So what is the need of WebDriver manager is whenever you are working with different browsers, you need to download those exe files and you need to store it in somewhere into your project location or some local storage. And every time you need to download latest version, and the older version will have to replace. So to get rid of these kind of situations, we have WebDriver API manager, which will help us you to call any browser easily without any conflicts. So this is a WebDriver manager. You need to select this one, and we have latest version 5.0.3, and I will select this dependency from here and I'll copy and paste it in my form.xml. Right, so we need this much, and I'm designing a project in a testng format. So for that I need testng dependency too. For that I will copy testng. So this is a testng org.testng. You need to download or you need to get the latest version, and it is a 7.4.0, and you need to put in your form.xml and again control save. Now we need these three dependencies for our project to kickstart. So let's close this form.xml and I will open this object, and under object I will create one class. For say class name would be I'm going to search something in the Google, right? So I will say Google search. And we don't need main method here, so we need to finish. Now in this, the first and foremost is, if you are working with page object model pattern, and you need to create a constructor which can help you out to do certain operations. So why we need to create a constructor? Because constructor is similar to a method, and it is called when instead of a class is created. So as soon as the instance is created, that constructor will get loaded. Whatever there in the constructor, it will be start executing. So in the constructor we will be pointing the WebDriver, so that all the WebDriver instance which are there in my other location like test scenarios location, or wherever we have those driver instance, all the driver instance will be part of this constructor, and it will pull the all the driver instance currently mapping to per particular element. So let me call this constructor. If you are not creating a constructor, as soon as you create any instance using, if you are using a new keyword to create any object, then it will by default create a constructor for that, where the memory will be allocated for that instance. So here in the page object model pattern we are creating a constructor. So for that I'll using this So let's create this constructor here. So I'm creating a constructor now, and in the constructor we need to point the WebDriver. Before that I need to launch the WebDriver instance here. WebDriver. So I'm choosing the WebDriver driver, right? And in the parameters I am again passing the WebDriver, so that this will point my driver whenever I'm calling it. And to map my WebDriver to this object's location, I need to point using this keyword. This dot driver equals to driver. So whenever you are calling this method, or whenever you are calling this Google search, so as soon as you call Google search dot something, that object is referring to the driver. So the other page driver is mapping to the driver of this complete page elements, right? So this is the foremost important when you are working with a page object model pattern. And from now we will begin our actual locators finding. So this is the precondition to set up in your page object model pattern. Now using a by, so by is from Selenium or OpenQA dot, you need to map to any object. So now we are pointing to Google search, right? So for that let me quickly call google.com, and this is a search. So I need to locate this search box. So for that right click, inspect, and if you see under this, and if you are new to this finding a locators and you wanted to learn something new, then I will provide the tutorial link in the description section where you can learn from scratch on all the locators. And from here we need to find the any of the unique element from this DOM. So here the mostly you need to find for ID, and if it is ID is not available, then you can go by name. So here you can see name equal to Q, right? And how you need to find that, you need to $/ and input, and under that square braces @name. So name equal to single quotation mark, under that you need to mention Q. So you need to identify only unique locator, then only our Selenium will work, else it will throw you an exception, but it will not do any operation. So this is the XPath we need to copy, and by we need to say this is the Google search box equal to by dot XPath. So under this XPath I will paste this XPath and with semicolon. So likewise, whatever XPaths or locators that we find in the across this search page, we will capture all those in this here. And next page that we create, so like example, I wanted to do some form fields. So for that, let's say I'm working on Google Gmail login page or Facebook login page. For the Facebook login page, so for that I will say Facebook page. So you need to mention at the end, you need to mention page so that it will be uniquely identified. So you can say Facebook page and Google search. I will refactor this name. So I will rename Google search page. So wherever the reference of that name is mentioned, all the names will be updated. See, even the constructor is got updated. Now all the pages we will mention in the pages, ending with pages, so that it will be uniquely identified. So whatever related to the Facebook, all those locators will be logged here or identified here. Now in the Google search, what we need to do, we need to search here and we need to send something. So for that I can send something like Facebook, for instance. So to send the Facebook, so for that I will create a method called void, I will say uh, search Google. What I need to search, that part I will parameterize, and I need to search using this search box. So for that, what I will do, driver dot find element, and here I already used the by.xpath, so I don't need to call again by.xpath. So I will simply call search box dot, I need to send something. So what I need to send, I need to send a value here, which is a mixed characters or a string characters or string and numbers. You can send both at a time. So for that, what I will do, I will do a parameterization here. I will say string such input, I will say such input, and this input is passed into my send keys, right? Simply we will go with only this method and we will quickly launch our browser. And next, in the test scenarios, so we have page object created, we have locators and everything placed, and in the test scenario we need to call a method. So for that, we will again in the package we will create one more class. I will say test methods or test scenarios or test package, or you can simply mention Google search test method. Right, you need to mention like this, and you need to no need to select the main method here, as we are working with testng. Testng by default has a main method, and you no need to call anything specifically again. Now here we need to call at the rate before test. So we need to call before test. Under that before test, we can mention public void before test, and in the before test I need to call my WebDriver to be created. So to create a WebDriver, again you need to create a WebDriver instance outside of my method, which is a global to my test method driver, right? And here I'm using the WebDriver API manager, so I no need to create a system set properties and point my exe location, all those things. I will simply call WebDriver manager dot, as I am working with Chrome, so I will say Chrome driver dot setup, and using the driver instance, driver equal to new Chrome driver. You need to call Chrome driver, right? So all these things done, and then after you need to launch a browser. So before that, I will say driver dot manage dot, you need to provide some method timing. I will synchronization, or you can say some provide some extra timing to wait. So for that, implicit wait, and you need to provide how much time we need to wait. So for that, 10 time units dot seconds. So for every page loading or Ajax calling the page, it will load for 10 seconds, right? I think I have taken the deprecated method. Let me see. I will capture this method. Now we got everything here, and we need to launch a browser here. Launching browser, then after launching a website. Driver dot get, and under that get we need to call our URL. So for now, this is my URL here. We need to place it in a double quotation, right? And then after we have after test, so in the after test, what I'm going to do, after my execution I will quit the browser. Driver dot quit. So this quit will end my all the browser sessions, windows and everything. It will tear down everything which is opened. And now we need to launch a test methods in between. So I will say test, then again public void. So my test method I need to launch, right? For that I will say search operation, I can say, right? Now we got everything here. So we have page objects created in another package location, and we have test method in one package location. And now we need to call our test method, which is a Google search. We need to call this here, and we need to send some send keys. And to call this, we need to create object for this class. So as soon as we create a object here, so I can create a method level or global level. So for now I will create a method level equal to page equal to new, right? So we need to import those class. So as soon as I import, all the errors are gone, and you can see the imported class will be here. Objects is a package and Google search page is my class, right? Now as soon as I click this page dot, and you will see all the methods available in my Google search page will be accessible to me. And now I will click on this Google search. So here in the Google search we need to write or pass some value, right, which is in a string format. So we need to search something which is called a Facebook. So you can directly provide a Facebook, or you can integrate Excel file operation or JSON file operation. So you have a number of data driven testing methods. You can call those and you can pass the values to your methods. So for now I'm directly passing my values here. So save. It says create this method. Sometimes it will ask you methods which are missing, so don't worry on that. Sometimes it happens. You need to copy this method which is under it and paste it over here and remove the earlier existing one. I don't know what is the drawback here, but sometimes there is a problem in this. I think we have this search input, right? And now you can see error is also gone here. So we did not have any error, but sometimes what happened, this will create some errors. So we need to recreate the same method. Now we have everything. We have objects which is placed in a different package location. We have test methods here. Now let's run this program. Right click and run as test-ng test. Now it has started the Chrome driver. See, it has entered the Facebook also. Now for just I will add some waiting time here. So I will explicitly call thread dot sleep. So thread dot sleep to wait for some 5 seconds so that you will see the implementation. So I can create the thread sleep in my test methods also, or I can create this method, call this thread sleep in my locators section also. So I can call here all, and I need to import or add those. Save. And so I will remove this again. For waiting time only I am showing this. Again right click and test-ng test. See, it has opened Google search and it has given a string Facebook and it has waited for certain time. So this is how the page object model pattern works, and this is simple, right? So we'll enhance more methods or more conditions so that you will understand the real-time project experience. And in this shorter session I have explained as important for page object model pattern. In next session we will discuss more in detail on different pages how we will interact our test methods. So I hope this session is useful for you. In case if you are new to my channel, do subscribe to my channel, do share your questions, comments in my comment section. Thank you.